We have our first look at Michael Keaton's return as Batman for the Batgirl film. Set photos and a video feature The Dark Knight's return, and also a new look at J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon, which seems to be a flashback. So many questions, this movie is very confusing. Let's try and break it down. What's going on, Batman fans? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the Viking. Okay, so yesterday we got some set leaks from the Batgirl film, which is coming out on HBO Max later this year, starring Leslie Grace. J.K. Simmons is returning as Commissioner Gordon as well. And we all thought that Ben Affleck would be showing up in this movie because his Commissioner Gordon is in it. It's the Dceu, but no, the Dceu isn't that straightforward. Ben Affleck is stepping down from the role as Batman after the Flash film, unfortunately, and Michael Keaton is coming back into the universe. I know, very confusing, and it doesn't make much sense, but that's what's happening. And Michael Keaton coming back to the DC universe is interesting, strange, and also a little bit exciting as well. I'm a Batman fan, so I love Batman. If Ben Affleck doesn't want to do it, then okay, Ben, sorry, let's get someone in who will. I would have recast though and got someone in as the new DCU Batman, taking over for Affleck, but they decided to go the multiverse direction, probably for nostalgia and box office reasons. But will that work out for them? I'm not sure. We'll have to see later this year. Some of the rumors were that Michael Keaton would show up in the Batgirl movie only as Bruce Wayne, but these set photos debunk that because he will appear as Bruce Wayne and as Batman. This looks to be a flashback sequence, which we'll talk about. But this is 100% Michael Keaton's Batman suit. Not sure if it's Keaton yet or a stunt double. It's hard to know from these photos, but he looks pretty cool. He looks big, and I can't wait to see him come back to see what they do with him. But there was also a set video that leaked, and we get to see Michael Keaton's Batman. It's hard to know again if it's Michael Keaton or not, or a stunt double. But this proves it's a flashback sequence because we also get to see J.K. Simmons as Jim Gordon. And the reason we know this is a flashback is that he has longer hair. He also looks much younger. And it's red hair, not his grey hair from the Snyder Cut or from JL17 or the other set photos we've seen of J.K. Simmons back in the role. It's cool to have J.K. Simmons back in the DCEU, but it's also very confusing because after the Flash film, there will be a new timeline. What happened in this timeline, I don't know. Because if you remember, from Batman 89 to Batman and Robin, there was a Jim Gordon, there was an Alfred. But now, with the new timeline, who fills those roles? Well, J.K. Simmons will be Jim Gordon. Alfred, I presume, is dead after all these years, but we have other questions like who is the DCU Joker right now? Is it Jack Nicholson who died in Batman 89, or is Jared Leto still the Joker? So many questions, so many confusing questions, and the Flash film is supposed to be a Flash solo film, but it also has to explain everything that's going on and how this new timeline is created and what exists, what is canon and not canon in this new timeline. And that's going to be very interesting to see how they explore that and explain that, not just to hardcore fans, but also average audiences who go into this movie and now wonder, where is Ben Affleck and why is Michael Keaton now the Batman again? But it's a set video, Michael Keaton's there, J.K. Simmons is there as well. Pretty cool to see these set photos. And look, I'm not counting down the days to the Flash movie or the Batgirl movie, but I'm intrigued. I'm a little bit excited. I'll watch the movies on day one. I'll give my thoughts if I like it or not, and we'll see how it all pans out. I would rather a younger Batman or Ben Affleck, but then again, we have Robert Pattinson now as the new Batman. And that DC Super Bowl promo they released proved to me that technically the DCU Batman is Robert Pattinson. Even though it's not in the same universe. He is the active Batman Bruce Wayne, while Michael Keaton will be the inactive Batman and more Bruce Wayne is my prediction. But we will see him in the suit in the Flash movie and in Batgirl. But going forward after that, I think he will be a mentor and a recruiter for the Justice League. And I've been predicting this for a long time, that I think the new Justice League will consist of Flash, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. It will introduce Shazam. It will introduce other characters like Black Canary, like Blue Beetle. Characters like that will make up the new Justice League, and Henry Cavill's Superman is still in doubt. Ben Affleck is out, and we'll have to see who fills the other gaps in this team as well. Yes, it's very messy, it's very confusing, but I think Michael Keaton will be the recruiter for the new Justice League going forward. He will be the kind of leader, while Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman might be the main active fighter leader in that team. Then again, the Flash movie needs to hit hard for any of this to work, and I don't trust the executives at Warner Brothers to pull this off. I have more trust in the talent. Let's see how it all pans out. But guys, that's our first look at Michael Keaton's return as Batman after 30 years. Even though it's a set photo, it's still pretty cool to see him, and it's awesome to see Zack Snyder's casting J.K. Simmons back in the DC universe. Guys, what's your thoughts on the return of Michael Keaton, this new look? I'm sure we'll get an official look around the time of the Flash movie, maybe even Batgirl, so we'll have to see how good he looks, what he can do in the suit. But again, they have stunt doubles for all this. He's in a suit, so they can pull it off and make it work in a badass way. I know we all want Ben Affleck, but maybe someday he can come back. You never know. It's the multiverse. Look what Marvel are doing over there, and look what can happen. Anything can happen in the movie world. Guys, thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, but get into the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Very, very intrigued. See you in the next video.